The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. And Goff going to look to throw right away.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Gibbs straight ahead, taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down at 7.
Now Goff.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Goff, and that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Goff. Now he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, Jones. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw on third down, McCarthy.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off play action. McCarthy.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Back to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Nifty move. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Goff.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They'll go with Jones, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another 1st down.
On 1st down, Goff.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
37 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Let's go, fellas.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 78 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, McCarthy.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
30 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off play action. McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
That is caught. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.